Today we are checking back in with Decentraland's Mana coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Mana go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome back into the Mana chart, guys. If you'd like to buy Mana or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. And given this is another one of those cryptos we haven't looked at in quite some time, I'm just going to do a bit of a refresher. So as you can see, on the 25th of November, we peaked on Mana at a value of $6.09. And unfortunately now we have dropped all the way down to 80 cents. Lots of cryptos have crashed, this being one of them. Firstly, let's draw the overall trend line that was broken. As you can see, moving in a downwards direction, this trend has certainly been broken. This was the big downtrend that we were seeing. And over here as well, you can basically spot the other line that was coming into place. This is a descending wedge sort of pattern right here. This was very, very clearly broken, and only just recently, so about the 20th of June over here, and we are now, of course, managing to move forward. So all in all, right now looking relatively good, and what we're seeing is similar to what we saw on the Sandcoin video yesterday, a nice period right now of consolidation. Sideways consolidation, in fact. And I'm going to start it from here because, of course, we had that little peak previously. I'm just also going to change a few colors and that sort of thing here so we can see clearly. And you can see we are sort of moving upwards. We're getting higher highs and lower lows, but we're getting to a tiny point here where we are tight. And we're going to break either upwards or downwards, of course. So where is it looking like we're going to end up? Well, let's look at the 1 hourly chart first, just to get a bit of a, I suppose, more detailed perspective on this one. You can see we've just bounced off that bottom line and moving upwards, although it is looking like we could be coming back down to retest that point again. Now the key here is for this line to hold up, and as long as it holds up, we should continue over the next few days into this tighter area and hopefully retest this top line. If we're able to move up and retest that top line, basically we should be able to see a bit of strength. Hopefully some more buyers come into play. We are seeing big dips here, but strong buying coming back in when sell-offs are occurring. So all in all, that is still relatively positive. Now I'm just going to readjust this, going back to the daily perspective. We are definitely seeing consolidation, not only in the price action, but in the volume as well. You can see this downwards trend in the volume. That indicates consolidation is occurring. Indecision is at play right now. Now, if we zoom out a bit, what you'll notice compared to Sandcoin, for instance, we've fallen a lot more, and we've fallen through some key points of support that we have seen up here. And we're sitting basically right in the middle of all the price action that had occurred over here, or from, I suppose, basically the 12th of March 21 all the way through to just before we broke out on the 27th of October 2021. So this is a massive and quite a major point of support for us at this point in time. And to reflect that, basically what I'm going to do is put in place a nice little line here, and that is our key support at the 60 cents mark. This cannot fail. If this wedge fails, it's going to be tested very, very quickly. But if we're able to hold up, we will need to put in place a target. What will that target be? Well, I think it should be our most recent peak, and it was around here at the $1.34 mark. So that is realistically our best outcome at this point in time from a price action perspective. A move like this, a breakout upwards, and a test of that $1.35 line. If that doesn't occur though, we are falling down straight here to that 60 cent mark. We'll find out literally within the next week or so what is going to occur. Let's briefly have a look at a few other indicators. First and foremost, RSI. You can see since the 12th of May, overall it has been climbing, which showing that there are more buyers than sellers. But interestingly enough, we are still seeing a decline in the value of this crypto. Why is that the case? once again, we are seeing consolidation occurring. This is a very, very common theme that you'll notice not only with Mana, but many other cryptocurrencies at this point in time. Let's have a look at the MACD. In my opinion, this is going to be the most important factor that is currently at play. We're going to flesh it out, zoom in a bit, and have a look at exactly what is going on here. As you can see, unfortunately, we did have a cross of the 12-day EMA below the 26-day EMA. And that, in my opinion, is why we had that dip and that test over here of our bottom trending line. Now, the good thing here is, whilst yes, we have managed to, I suppose, cross here, it has bounced. And we've seen that in the past 2 days. We're seeing a bounce upwards. An ideal case scenario would be this 12-day EMA then comes back up and swoops back up above the 26-day EMA. If that does occur, we'll break in an upwards direction. If this downtrend continues, unfortunately, that means we will be testing this 60-cent mark. So keep your eye realistically on this point here. This is going to be the most integral thing over the next few weeks. Right here, this line. So we bounced off it over here, and that was sitting at a value of 75 cents. Of course, as we start to move over to the right now it's sitting at about 76, and it's moving up about a cent and a half every single day. So keep your eyes peeled, watch that space, because that is going to be the defining factor as to what occurs. Bitcoin as well is looking like it's in for a potential reversal. If that does occur, then we will see the strength come back into all cryptos. As we know, they all follow Bitcoin, and we're going to go up. But if Bitcoin fails, you can guarantee we're going to hit 60 cents. And furthermore, it's going to continue to fail even further. We are going to go lower than 60 cents because there's, quite frankly, not that much room here for us to move downwards. What is the worst case scenario for us in this sort of situation? Well, I think we can clearly see where that point will be. Probably just about here. 42 cents would be the next key point of support. You could probably even move it down a bit more over here to roughly the 38-cent mark. In fact, I think that's more appropriate. You can see its resistance over here. It's a key breakout point over here, and it has been tested once again over here. That is our worst case scenario at this point in time. Ideally, we don't want to see that occur because otherwise things are looking rough. And for us to get back above all this price action again, that is going to be insane. It's going to be incredibly hard for this coin to do so. Basically, I've got a prediction. My price prediction is A, we're going to break up and we're going to test the $1.35 mark. Now, we really need to see Bitcoin succeed for that to occur, or we're going to seriously fail and hit that 60-cent mark quickly and fall through it very, very quickly down to this 37-38 mark. I'm hoping that doesn't occur, but given what we're seeing and given we're still realistically not trending in the right direction, we're still downtrending overall, that is the more likely case scenario. But I've got my fingers crossed and I'm hoping for that $1.35. That wraps up today's analysis of Decentraland's Mana coin, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.